You are welcome to Explains 102, where financial tips are made simple. There was a man named Samuel who believed in one thing above all else: hard work. From a young age, he was taught that if he worked harder than everyone else, success and wealth would eventually come. So he dedicated himself to that belief. He woke up early, worked long hours, accepted extra responsibilities, and rarely took time to rest. As the years passed, his efforts seemed to pay off. He got a good job, earned promotions, and his income gradually increased. Friends and family admired his dedication. Many people looked at him and saw a successful man. Yet behind the scenes, Samuel was troubled. Despite working harder than most people he knew, he was not getting ahead financially. Every month, he earned money, paid bills, handled expenses, and waited for the next paycheck. His income was growing, but his wealth was not. At first, he thought the solution was simple: work even harder. So he took on more responsibilities and spent more time earning money. But nothing changed. The cycle continued. One evening, Samuel met an old friend named Joseph. The two had grown up together, but their lives had taken different paths. As they talked, Samuel was surprised to discover that Joseph seemed financially secure and less stressed about money. What confused Samuel most was that Joseph did not appear to work nearly as many hours as he did. Unable to hide his curiosity, Samuel asked, "Joseph, I work harder than almost everyone I know. Why does it seem like I'm still struggling to move forward financially?" Joseph smiled and replied with a sentence that completely changed the direction of the conversation. "Samuel, hard work is important, but hard work alone will never make you rich." Samuel was stunned. If hard work alone could not make a person rich, then what was he missing? And why do so many hardworking people remain financially stuck despite years of effort? To answer those questions, we must first understand one of the biggest financial misconceptions in the world today. Samuel could not stop thinking about Joseph's words. The statement kept replaying in his mind: hard work is important, but hard work alone will never make you rich. The more he reflected on it, the more he realized that this idea challenged everything he had believed for most of his life. Like many people, Samuel had grown up believing that financial success was simply a reward for working harder than everyone else. Society often praises hard work as the ultimate solution to financial problems. From childhood, people are taught that if they study hard, work hard, and remain dedicated, success will eventually come. While there is truth in this belief, it is only part of the picture. As Samuel began observing the world around him more carefully, he noticed something interesting. Many of the hardest working people he knew were not necessarily the wealthiest. Farmers spent long hours under the hot sun cultivating crops. Laborers worked physically demanding jobs from morning until evening. Traders stood in markets all day trying to make sales. Drivers spent countless hours on the road. Yet many of these individuals continued to face financial struggles despite their tremendous effort. This observation forced Samuel to ask an important question. If hard work alone created wealth, why were so many hardworking people still struggling financially? The answer began to emerge slowly. Hard work helps people earn money, but earning money and building wealth are not the same thing. Many people spend their lives focusing entirely on earning income while paying very little attention to building wealth. Samuel realized that throughout his career, he had become very skilled at earning money. He exchanged his time, energy, and expertise for a salary. Every month, he received compensation for his work. However, there was one major problem. His income depended entirely on his ability to continue working. The moment he stopped working, the flow of income would eventually stop as well. This is a reality many people face. They work hard every day, but their financial lives remain dependent on their next paycheck. They become trapped in a cycle where money comes in and money goes out, with very little left behind to create long-term security. As he reflected further, Samuel began to understand another important truth. Many people assume that earning more money automatically leads to wealth. As a result, they focus all their attention on increasing their income. They seek promotions, work overtime, take on additional jobs, and pursue higher salaries. While these efforts can certainly improve financial circumstances, they do not automatically create wealth. History provides countless examples of people who earned substantial incomes, yet failed to build lasting financial security. There have been professional athletes, entertainers, executives, and highly paid professionals who earned enormous amounts of money but later faced serious financial difficulties. Their experiences demonstrate that high income alone is not enough. The critical factor is what happens to money after it is earned. Samuel realized that wealth is not determined solely by how much money enters a person's life. It is determined by how much of that money is kept, managed wisely, and allowed to grow over time. Wealth is not simply about earning. It is about accumulation, preservation, and growth. As he continued learning, Samuel discovered another obstacle that prevents many hardworking people from becoming wealthy. It is a phenomenon often referred to as lifestyle expansion. This occurs when spending increases alongside income. Whenever people receive a salary increase, a promotion, or a financial windfall, they often improve their lifestyles immediately. They move into larger homes, purchase newer vehicles, upgrade their devices, subscribe to more services, and adopt more expensive habits. While there is nothing inherently wrong with enjoying the rewards of hard work, problems arise when every increase in income is matched by an increase in spending. In such situations, the person earns more but does not become wealthier. The additional income simply supports a more expensive lifestyle. The cycle continues, and financial progress remains limited. This realization helped Samuel understand why so many people feel financially stuck despite earning more money than they did years earlier. The issue is often not income itself, but the inability to convert income into wealth-building opportunities. The more Samuel learned, the clearer the distinction became between earning money and creating wealth. Wealthy individuals often approach money differently. They do not rely exclusively on exchanging time for income. Instead, they focus on acquiring assets and creating systems that can generate value repeatedly. Many wealthy people own businesses, investments, real estate, or other income-producing assets. These assets continue generating returns even when the owners are not actively working. Their money begins to work alongside them rather than depending entirely on their personal labor. This does not mean that wealthy individuals avoid hard work. On the contrary, many of them work exceptionally hard. The difference lies in where their effort is directed. They work not only to earn income today, but also to build assets that can provide financial benefits in the future. Gradually, Samuel began to understand the deeper meaning behind Joseph's statement. The problem had never been his willingness to work. His problem was believing that hard work alone was sufficient. He had focused almost entirely on increasing his income while neglecting the principles required to build lasting wealth. He had learned how to work for money, but he had never learned how to make money work for him. He had concentrated on labor, but overlooked leverage. He had pursued income while neglecting assets. This realization transformed the way he viewed financial success. He finally understood that while hard work remains an essential ingredient of achievement, it must be combined with financial wisdom, disciplined habits, strategic decision-making, and long-term thinking. Only then can hard work become the foundation upon which lasting wealth is built. Lessons. Samuel's story teaches us that hard work is important, but it is not enough on its own to build wealth. Many people work tirelessly every day, yet remain financially stuck because they focus only on earning money rather than growing it. One important lesson is that income and wealth are not the same. Income is what you earn, while wealth is what you keep, grow, and use to secure your future. A person can earn a lot and still struggle financially if they fail to manage their money wisely. The story also reminds us of the danger of increasing our spending whenever our income increases. Earning more does not automatically make us wealthier if our expenses continue to rise at the same pace. Another key lesson is the importance of building assets. Wealth is often created when money is invested in things that generate value and income over time, rather than being spent on things that continually take money away. Most importantly, Samuel learned that financial freedom comes from combining hard work with financial wisdom. It requires discipline, smart decisions, long-term thinking, and a commitment to learning how money works. As we conclude, remember this: hard work can earn you a living, but wisdom is what helps you build wealth. If you found this lesson valuable, subscribe to Explains 102 for more simple, practical, and powerful financial tips. Together, let's learn how money works and build a stronger financial future.